this edition of SAC News. I'm Brandon Sweatt.
And I'm Josh Garcia. Thank you for joining us.
SAC's annual scholarship competition opens on November 7th. Judges will hand out more than $400,000 to deserving students this year. Scholarship applications must be submitted online through the SAC Scholarship webpage. For more information, visit the website. The application deadline is February 21st.
AT&T is helping to raise money for the SAC Resource Center via the Soldiers to Scholars fundraising program. The reception will be held from 5 to 7 p.m. on November 2nd at the Santoro Building in downtown Santa Ana. Sponsorships are available at various levels for those able to contribute. All proceeds will go directly towards programs that support student veterans attending SAC.
Staff at the Santa Ana College and Wellness Center call the facility the best-known secret on campus. Our reporter, Jorge Argüello, has more on the story.
Currently, Santa Ana College students pay a $19 fee every semester to receive benefits from the Health and Wellness Center on campus. But while some students might be aware of its benefits, some might not know of what that fee can do.
They have access to the Student Health Center here, which is basically a mini clinic.
Insured or uninsured, SAC students can get medical services such as free doctor checkups, birth control, and over-the-counter medications.
We do provide over-the-counter medications, so if you come in and say, I have a tummy ache, we can give you Tums, Pepto-Bismol. You say, I have a headache, we have Advil, we have allergy pills, things like that.
However, serious medical issues may include a higher price or being referred elsewhere. But Bernard explains that they try their best to help the students with medications in particular.
We'll work something out. If there is a concern and the student really needs that, we're not going to deny the student those services because of inability to pay, but we'll work something out.
Nurse Rebecca also tells us that there are 2 cases already of influenza here in Orange County, so she highly recommends students that they take the flu shot this fall, which they can get here at the Health and Wellness Center for a discounted price. She also says that the peak for the flu is from December to January. For Santa Ana College News, this is Jorge Argüello.
Santiago College wants to put a stop to bullying. They're in the middle of a prevention campaign called Stand Up Against Bullying. The program hopes to help students who have experienced either physical or cyberbullying. Organizers are also asking students to show their support by wearing the color orange from now until November 1st.
Santa Ana will represent the Day of the Dead with an event called the Night of the Altars. On November 4th, 4th Street in Santa Ana will be home to various culture events commemorating the occasion. The Night of the Altars will also honor the victims of the Las Vegas shooting, as well as the deadly Mexican earthquake. Everyone is invited to build an altar for their deceased friends and relatives. Visit the Night of the Altars webpage for more details about the celebration.
And now we go to Yetzel Gonzalez for This Week in Santa Ana College Sports.
Hey Dons, I'm Yetzel Gonzalez with Sports This Week. In women's volleyball, the Lady Dons were home last Wednesday against the Fullerton Hornets. The teams were eventually matched throughout, and control for the net was hard fought. It took 5 sets and a total team effort from Santa Ana to spike home a victory. The win improves the team's record 9-11 and 2-9 in conference play. Santa Ana will play their last 3 games at home, starting with SAC tonight at 6 p.m. SAC women's water polo team faced off against Fullerton College last Wednesday. Santa Ana scored 8 goals throughout the entire game, 5 of those coming from Amy Castaneda. SAC would fight against trying to earn themselves their first victory of the 2017 season. In the end, Fullerton would prove to be the dominant team and get the win over Santa Ana. Final score of the evening, SAC 8, Fullerton 18. SAC women's water polo will play the Orange Empire Conference Championships tournament starting November 3rd. The SAC cross-country team competes in the Orange Empire Conference Finals in Oso Viejo Park last Thursday. The Dons, who are sitting atop the conference standings, were ready to prove the rest of the field that they deserved to be there and came to the event poised to win this race. A total of 5 Dons finished with all conference honors. The men's side, who were led by Eric Jimenez and Eduardo Huapilla, finished second overall. The women's were led by Andrea Anaya and Monique A. Jalen Vega was also part of that, finishing 5th overall. They are prepared for the SoCal Finals, which take place this Friday at Central Park in Santa Clarita. Good luck, Dons. Women's soccer hosted Irvine Valley College this past Friday. Santa Ana fought hard to maintain control of the ball. SAC tried to score on multiple occasions but could not get past Irvine's tough defense. Santa Ana's defense returned the favor, assuring Irvine would not score and make SAC move down in their OEC ranking. The game would end as a draw, and SAC will hit the road to meet their next opponent, Fullerton College. The game is scheduled to take place November 3rd at 3 p.m. The woes continued for men's soccer on Friday, as they dropped points in a 1-1 draw at Irvine Valley College. After leading the majority of the game 1-0 off a goal from Mateo, IVC equalized in the last minute to spoil a much-needed victory for the Dons. The tie keeps SAC in 3rd place in the conference, and the team hopes to turn things around this Friday at home against Fullerton. That's it for sports this week. Up next, tune in for This Week in Santa Ana College Entertainment.
My name is Kevin. I'm a military veteran returning to school, and I'm a student at Santa Ana College. I went to an art school in Los Angeles for 2 years. I realized things were getting pricey and expensive. I was tired of hearing my parents talk about the financial issues we have. At the same time, I also had a desire ever since I was a little kid to join the military. So I enlisted in the United States Air Force for 4.5 years, and immediately at the same time I got out of the military, I got hired at Disney. I chose online classes because I'm able to have time management with my priorities outside of school and also with school. I'm able to control my life. My advice for a student thinking about taking online classes is you got to be on top of your game. You have to make sure you have time to do your online classes. It might be easy to forget that you have homework due and quizzes to take. So you just definitely got to be on top of it. I would say online classes are just the same type of difficulty as face-to-face class. Do the coursework, read the chapters, take the quiz. You still have deadlines just like actual classes. It's been a year, and I'm able to speed up the process where I'm going to be getting my associate's degree this December, and we'll be transferring for spring. So online classes definitely helps me reach my end goal faster.
Hey Dons, I'm Chris Arce with This Week in SAC Entertainment. This past Saturday, the Frida Cinema premiered 3 original SAC films.
Last year, both SAC theater and production students worked to create 3 independent films. The students had a hand in every part of the creative process. Last Saturday, all their hard work paid off. Both students and teachers came dressed for their big opening night.
This is huge. To be able to see their work projected on a large screen is something that just doesn't happen anymore, and not every day. So I can't wait to see how they react and see how it works for them.
There you go.
That point was not lost on the actors or the students who worked behind the scenes.
They get to see the work that they do and the effort that they put into something, and it's a big payoff. It's not only for what they're learning, and just as a person to see yourself and feel confidence that you can do something like this. It's amazing.
Here's to you. Organizers hope that events like this will encourage more students to get involved in SAC's film and theater programs. This is Andrew Lapp signing off for SAC News.
The music department at Santa Ana College is presenting Big Band Concert, an evening of jazz. The show will be on campus at Phillips Hall, November 17th at 7:30 p.m. The concert will feature a famous saxophonist, Jeff Driscoll. Tickets are available online. Visit the music department's website for more information about this and other events. SAC's fashion department got some hands-on merchandising experience. Students from the buying and merchandising class went to the San Pedro Wholesale Market. It's part of a class project to purchase merchandise for a section of the bookstore. All the students pitched a product they wanted to sell. Then they made a budget and planned out which stores to visit. The students got first-hand experience examining the merchandise, managing their budget, and negotiating with the shop owners. The hand-picked products are now available in limited supply at the bookstore. Proceeds will help fund the field trip for next semester. You can check the SAC Fashion Department's website or follow their Instagram for more info and to see any future projects. That's all for entertainment this week. Brandon and Josh, back to you.
Thanks, Chris. That'll wrap up this week's episode of SAC News.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check out our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. See you next time.